Good evening, miss.
Oh my god, no. Please, Mr. Vampire, don't kill me. Please, no. I'm too young to die. I still have so much to offer this world.
Wait, no. Why do you think I would... What?
Don't worry, Dr. Reed. I know you wouldn't harm me. Mother told me you were in this part of town and might drop by.
Your mother?
My name is Charlotte, sir. Charlotte Ashbury. My mother taught me long ago how to recognize the signs that betray a vampire.
I understand she also taught you how to tease and gently mock innocent young Ekons. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Charlotte. Tell me about your adoption.
What do you want to know?
How did you meet Lady Ashbury?
First, I was an orphan in the institution for girls she manages in the West End. When I was 10, she adopted me, and I have lived with her ever since.
Did you know she was a vampire when she picked you?
The correct word is Ekon, Doctor. And no, I had no idea why my mother only showed up at night. She told me everything when I turned 16, though I suspected the truth for a long time before that.
Who are your real parents?
Elizabeth Ashbury is my real mother. She raised me and has taken care of me all my life. I have no idea who my progenitors are or were.
Do you live with her?
I still spend a lot of time in my mother's mansion, but I have my own house now. I have a life to live, you see. And one day, I'll have my death to face.
What do you think about this part of town?
I was raised here, and I suppose it feels like home. You grew up in this part of town too, did you not?
Yes, I was born a few streets away.
A small world, is it not? Did you ever imagine that my mother was your neighbor all that time? That you could have met her in a dark alley at night?
You won't trick me twice, young lady. We both know Lady Ashbury never hunts or attacks prey at random.
Come on, Doctor. Don't tell me you never thought about that possibility. Her fangs on your neck. Oh, are you blushing, Dr. Reed?
Is there something that's bothering you?
Too much selfishness and individualism for my taste. Even when there was no epidemic.
Even if that's partly true, may I remind you that many charitable institutions are financed by the selfish and filthy rich.
I suppose you're right. But society must reform and renew itself, or we are all done for.
What are you doing out here?
You mean, what do I do outside at night, since I am a woman? Let me ask you a question, sir. Would you ask the same question of a man?
Actually, yes. I ask the same question to everyone who dares to go outside at night, considering the risks.
Well, if you must know, I campaign for the right to vote for all women. Why should I wait to the age of 30 years when men can vote at 21?
Are you a suffragette, then? Oh, you really are Elizabeth's girl. Without a doubt.
All adult women have the right to vote in the US, in New Zealand, and in Australia. But women here can't vote unless they are property owners.
No need to convince me, Miss Charlotte. I have shared your opinion for a long time. Even before I met Emmeline Pankhurst.
Really? Oh. Now I see why my mother appreciates you so much. Too bad there aren't more men like you in the vicinity.
How are the locals reacting to your claims?
People here can't wait for a wall to be built to isolate the West End from the rest of town. That's how progressive they are. If this happens, Emily and I will blow it up.
Explosives are very dangerous, young lady. And who is this Emily?
She is my best friend, and a suffragette too. She was supposed to campaign with me tonight, but hasn't turned up.
Have you any reason to be worried about her?
Recently, Emily started to believe in... well, she got interested in vampires. I'm afraid she might be in trouble.
Let me guess. You spoke to her about us, didn't you? Despite your mother's warning. I think I should try to find your friend.
Oh, that would be top-notch. I can tell you where she might have gone. You have my thanks, Dr. Reed. And please, don't tell my mother.
What exactly has your mother told you about me?
Your name and profession, obviously. And the mystery about your maker. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to your sister, sir. Mother says it was not your fault.
Does it not scare you to know what I am? What your mother is?
Why should it? My mother is the most compassionate woman. Must I be wary of her, Dr. Reed? Or you?
Of course not. You have nothing to fear from me, or your mother.
Good to know. And don't worry, my mother told me everything I need to know about vampire tricks, their nature as well as features.
Your mother is not like any other vampire I've met.
I believe she thinks the same about you, Dr. Reed.
Do you know why Lady Ashbury chose you to become her daughter?
No, I don't. Each time I ask her that question, she smiles and says it's precisely because I dare to ask such questions.
Do you ever regret that she chose you?
Of course not. Though I often wonder if she adopted others before me. If so, where are they buried? How was it for them to pass through life with a never-aging mother?
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best regards to your mother when you see her.
She's been quite busy these last few nights. I suspect you may see her before me.
Ja, mal schauen, ob ich sie vorher sehe. So, wer bist du? Ah, verschlossen. War ja klar.
Good evening, sir. Please forgive me for disturbing you. I'm a doctor.
I never judge a man by his title, but by his attitude. And you are not disturbing me at all. I am Calhoun Russell, and I welcome you.
Well, I must admit it's good to receive a warm welcome for once. I'm Jonathan Reed.
Welcome, Dr. Reed. Welcome to my humble shop.
What can you tell me about this place?
I recently found the best steak and kidney pie in the city. I'd be glad to share the address if you want.
Finding a good restaurant? Is that really all that interests you?
Oh, I have many passions, but nothing brings me ecstasy like subtle and exquisite flavors from my teeth to my belly.
I must confess, I have quite specific tastes when it comes to nutrition.
Really? Well, I'm always happy to try new exotic meals. If you ever find an intriguing table, please share the address.
How is the situation in this part of town?
Life is good and peaceful. We're lucky to live in such an era of progress and wonders.
Are you not concerned about the epidemic?
Oh, I'm sure the authorities would take the appropriate measure if the danger were that high.
You cannot expect the newspapers to expose the truth while the war is still raging. I can assure you that the situation here is desperate.
Well, that's news then. But I can't believe that things are that bad. Are you sure you're not exaggerating a bit? For the thrill of it?
Is it not a little too late to be trading?
On the contrary, it is the perfect hour. Believe me, my friend, it is always at night that you meet the most fascinating characters.
But what about the epidemic? The bombs and raids? And all the random violence?
Please, sir, this is London, England. We will prevail. And if a bomb must fall on my shop, then I'll be there to hear it falling.
So you prefer to work at night?
Oh, I also enjoy a sunny day like everybody else. But the night always has a certain je ne sais quoi of its own.
Do you have any family nearby?
Not since my parents died. I'm London's lone gourmet.
Really? But you seem to be such a pleasant and sociable fellow.
I'm afraid the real hedonist has to be sometimes. I discovered ecstasy as a solitary pleasure, but it does not mean it can't ever be shared.
London's lone gourmet. What a strange title.
I used that name in my early years when I was a food critic, and I kept it.
I may have a look at your goods, Mr. Russell.
Women of all countries unite! Remember,
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to...
Goodbye, Charlotte. Give my best.
She's been quite...
Remember, don't let any strangers come into your house. Have you noticed anything suspicious recently?
Good evening, sir. May I have your attention, please?
Come on, Johnny. Don't you recognize your oldest friend?
Clarence. Clarence Crossley. How are you? My God. So you survived the war too. So sorry I didn't recognize you at first.
I almost didn't recognize you either. War does that to men, I heard. In my case, it was true, for I witnessed the horror that lies underneath.
When did you escape the war and return to London?
You know what's funny? I almost never think about the war. Not anymore. I'm involved in another kind of battle now.
What is this new battle?
I saw terrible things during the war. Horrors I thought I'd forget. They're here too. They're everywhere. Vampires.
I know what you mean. I haven't had much time to think about the war either since my return.
Of course. With the epidemic, I bet you've been busy as well. Forgive me, Johnny. I didn't want to sound selfish.
How is your wife, Venus?
We've spent so much time away from each other. And so many things have happened.
But you're alive. You returned in one piece and you have a family. How many soldiers can say the same?
Believe me, it's not quite that simple. Unlike you, I'm not the man I used to be.
Is everything all right at home? Surely Venus was relieved to see you return from France in one piece.
Have you forgot what people are like in this part of town, Johnny? Venus fears for our family reputation. Now her husband has become the village idiot.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Als ob der auf mich hört. Migräne. Kann ich auch nicht heilen. Mann. So. Also sind wir hier in Viertel. Temple Garden. Stabil, Brudi. Okay, was haben wir denn hier so? Für Leute. Erstmal ein bisschen umschauen. Wegen Leuten kennenlernen, wegen bla bla bla. Ach komm. Alter. Ja, da haben wir es wieder. 3 Schritte gegangen. Und deswegen, lieber Keks, würde ich nie Dark Souls spielen. Niemals. Ja. Nö. Als hätte der jetzt darauf reagiert. Ey. Ich wackel mit der Kamera. Nö. Ah, das ist Vampyr. Boah, woher haben die echt so viel Knoblauch, hä? Stirb. Du bist der Nächste. Ach ja. Oh. Und? Wie geht's euch so? Alles gut? Ja? Das freut mich. Weniger Kaffee um die Uhrzeit. Ja, ja. Wie gesagt, das mit dem Burger ausschlürfen wird immer und immer attraktiver. Halt die Fresse! Stirb! Kannst du dem nicht noch die Kehle rausreißen? Amateur. Okay, ich muss den dicken Fettsack da zuerst wegkriegen. Was würdest du machen, wenn ich gerade auf dem Heimweg bin, hä? Was würdest du gerade machen? Stell dir mal vor, ich wohne direkt hier um die Ecke. Oder ich möchte hier gerade was einkaufen. Hä? Was machst du? Mich angreifen? Nur weil ich einkaufen gehe oder was? Sind wir am G7-Gipfel oder was? Geh weg! Geh weg! Ach komm! Ach! Alter! Oh, normalerweise mit so einer Keule in die Fresse wäre dein Gesicht Matschekuchen. Mann! Oh, Tür zu. Ah, stimmt ja. Ich bin ja ein Mensch. Ich kann keine Türen öffnen. So. Ja, ich weiß, ich soll eigentlich da hinten hin. Ereignis? Ereignis? Was sollen die Sachen heißen? Okay. Was passiert denn bei einem Ereignis? Dem sollte ich mal auf den Grund gehen. Und wie gesagt, erstmal hier die ganzen Leute kennenlernen. Quatschen. Und ausrasten. 29. Ich sterbe. Dark Souls. Hey, du willst Dark Souls spielen? Spiel das Tutorial. Vampyr. Da. Ausdauer. Ich bin ein Vampir. Ich hab ne Lunge. Ich brauch mal was Blut. Danke. So. Endlich. Komm, hier gibt's doch bestimmt noch irgendwas Fettes. Und ich habe immer noch keinen Hund gesehen. Ja, wenn sowas da leuchtet, ist das ja eigentlich ein Safehouse, ne?
There has been a fight here. I can see a blood trail. Left by one of the antagonists, perhaps?
Keine Ahnung.
What a mess. Something terrible happened here. But what?
Ich schätze mal, das finden wir jetzt heraus. Nachdem ich hier alles geplündert habe. Okay, keine Gegner in der Nähe. So. Achso, hier ist noch das Bett. So. Ah. Eine Etage höher. Yeah. Bett legen mit 680 Punkten? Nein. Das ist noch ein bisschen zu früh. Aber basteln. Ich brauche neues Zeug. War klar. Da fehlen mir noch 2. Ach. Nee. Okay. Ich brauche das da und das da. Okay, folgen wir mal den Blutspuren. Gefunden. So, und jetzt? Boah, die Alte geht aber voll ab. Wow. Was ist das denn für eine Alte? Was? Oh. Moment, habe ich mal nicht in einem Video gesagt, fehlen nur noch welche, die explodieren? Tada! Okay, die lässt aber auch nichts fallen. Okay, so fein ist das Viertel aber jetzt nun auch wieder nicht. Obwohl es hier natürlich schöner aussieht als zum Beispiel der Dingsbums. Ich bin so oft jetzt lang vorbeigelaufen.
Despicable.
West Dingsbums. Aber wo ist jetzt hier die Blutspur? Hier ist doch nichts mehr.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ja, ne? Hä? Der sagt zu mir, Folge der Blutspur und dann bumm, nix. Ja, und dem Burger da oben kann ich nicht helfen. Das ist der mit dem 27er. Der reißt mir den Arsch auf. Ich habe keine Lust, jetzt jedes Mal wieder zurückzugehen. Wer weiß, wo der Spawnpunkt jetzt auf einmal ist. 500 Gegner getötet? Ja, kannst du nicht anfangen. Fang von vorne an. Ich irre wieder total verwirrt durch die Gegend. Echt super. Ah, hier waren wir ja. Ach, Marktteile. Was sagen die da? Leech? Zappelt rum, als hätte er einen elliptischen. Für was? Ich stehe vor dir und du triffst noch nicht mal. So. Ready. Da unten ist ja noch einer. Codein. In so einer Riesenbox. Hallo. Ey, ich wollte den ersten. Gib mir dein Blut.
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Aha. Wow. Okay, jetzt dürfen wir auch noch Blindenschriften, Rollen suchen. Yay. Jawollo. Okay. Hätten wir das schon mal erledigt. So, was haben wir hier noch? Oh, Apotheke. Ah, nee. Bäckerei. Boah, Schlaraffenland. Alter Schwede, würde ich da reinhauen jetzt. Aber sowas von da könnt ihr sowas von einen drauf lassen. Aber wie komme ich zu dieser Person da? Das frage ich mich gerade. Hä? Sie soll unten sein. Aber ich kann nur hier hochgehen. Ich check das nicht. Hä? Manchmal, da musst du echt so eine kleine Lücke sehen. Aha.
A restaurant where the guests are blindfolded before being seated. Intriguing.
Achso, das ist für den dicken Mann. Restaurant. Kein Problem. Ja, ich frage mich immer noch, wie ich mir den Kopf da mache. Ja, ich mach mal hier einen Cut.
Submit to your hunger or resist it. But remember, mortals are now your prey. It is the curse of the goddess. It is the hunger in you. The need for blood. The will to strike and to punish. To spit in the eye of God.